All right, Christopher Leon Johnson back here again with 240 Arlington Tenants Association. So, can you explain to us like about what Joseph said about the apartment door? About Joseph, these media persons, see all these like elected officials, and he said about the doors are being corrected, and none of you guys don't want to open the basement door. So they keep explaining that. Yeah, like it's just like he just lying. That guy. Yeah, he was just flat out lying.
He's just lying.
They're straight up lying.
Nosotros no lo conocemos en persona.
No lo conocemos.
Es como ahorita usted lo conocemos en persona porque hemos venido con usted. Pero a él no lo conocemos.
Now we don't know him.
Yeah.
We don't know who he is.
Yeah. You think it's the heavyset kid?
Yeah, we saw him in the community board. Nosotros lo vimos en el community board.
Yeah.
But that was it.
Yeah.
He never came to our building and no venido.
Yeah, but he said he'd been there. He said he'd been there. I don't think he never been there in his life. He never been there. He never been there in his life.
He said I don't know.
That is crazy. That is really.
They make up stuff.
They make up things. I know they do because I explained to Albert that it's his responsibility to fix everything. That's his responsibility to tell, but he's not doing it. He don't want to do it. He's saying, well, yeah.
What we want to say is that we want to hold them accountable. Queremos que ellos sean responsables of anything that happens to us as tenants in the building.
Yeah.
En el edificio or out of the building because we're being retaliated, we're being harassed, we're being stalked. Okay? He knows, we have seen when they have followed me.
Yeah.
Okay? They follow me. Ustedes han visto que ellos nos persiguen, no han maltratado, nos hablan mal. So, all this we have shown proof.
En esta reunión nos quisieron sacar.
In that meeting, they try to take us out.
What you mean, like kick you guys out?
Community board. In the community board 5.
So that's right there on the end. I believe that's Albert Scott, the big culprit, the biggest culprit. Then you have mainly it's him. He's the biggest culprit. Everything. It's like he and this guy too, innovative resilience. Like that guy's a clown. They both problems. They both problems. Yeah, it's just like
we don't care who is who. We just want transparency.
Yeah.
We're advocating for us as tenants.
Yeah.
And that they give us everything that they promise us, all the hard work that we have done all these years. That they receive stipend, they receive money, they receive funding, they receive donations with our pictures.
Yeah.
Con nuestras fotos.
Yeah.
Okay. For years, and it's abusive. It's abusive. Okay,
it
so we want to hold them accountable.
Yep.
Nosotros queremos que lo contemos, que lo cuenten a ellos como responsables.
Yeah.
No solo con lo que se ha hecho, pero que nos ayuden. We asking for support.
Yeah.
We are asking even the president to support us on this.
Who's the president? Like of the
Our president, Donald Trump.
Oh, okay.
And we're not. We just want transparency.
Yeah.
We want transparency.
Yes.
That's all we want.
Mm-hmm. So it's loud. Trains are a mess.
Ahí donde dicen que nosotros no éramos inquilinos del 248.
They told us that we wasn't tenants of the building.
Which is kind of stupid because you guys live there. You guys have addresses. The IDs matches addresses there. They just because you don't have no lease, they can say that, which is ridiculous.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, that's Hannah, which is featured by Julia Salazar.
We found this picture on public.
Yeah.
Por este motivo, nosotros nos retiramos.
And that's a cheaper staff right there. That's a cheaper staff.
Era reunión
It was a
en el
meeting of
edificio.
tenants they will start causing problems.
Y por ese motivo no,
Oh, that's Boris, right? That's Boris and Hannah. Boris Santos, he ran for state assembly district leader and he lost.
y por ese motivo nosotros nos retiramos de ellos, del comité.
They use us as a political, they started saying political stuff and we're like, we did not sign for that.
Nope.
Nosotros no ninguno para que estuvieran politiqueando con nosotros o nos usaran como para su política. We did not.
La agenda que nosotros
And their
programamos con
agenda
ellos,
with them.
éramos nosotros como
It was
inquilinos,
only us
íbamos a
as
llevar
tenants that
el
we were
trabajo del
going to
edificio.
take care of the building and
Because I see her chief, I see standing nurse chief of staff as right there.
look,
Early in the-
that they started causing problems there and we all got up and left. Look,
Yeah, can you send me that video when you get a chance? I want to see
que le
him.
mande ese video a
Tengo varios, ¿no?
Please,
Tengo
yeah.
varios, Tengo varios.
we have a couple.
Tengo
He has
varios.
it.
Con tal de que me dé su número, yo lo mando.
Yeah.
Send me your number.
All right, thank you. That is
No.
great.
It's
It's a mess.
they cause fights, cows, violence among people. It's not right. We didn't sign for that. It's abuse. It's abuse for each and every one
Yeah.
of the tenants. His mother is a senior. Her mother used to live here with us in the building, and she was a senior, 91 years old.
Boris
Boris Santos.
Santos.
Yeah, Boris Santos. So yeah, Deborah Ock right there. That's one of the biggest culprits. That's the one they use to say, "Oh, we want this, we want that." The entitled tenant who don't even live in the apartment.
Ahí donde me preguntaban que por qué
That's
yo
the chief of
grababa,
staff.
They were
Saying
asking him what he was
que por qué
recording,
grababa y que era prohibido.
and that it was prohibited to record.
how you going? Your nonprofit gets all government money, and you tell me they can't record. That's not right. So they're hiding stuff. They're hiding things.
Que ellos estaban tapando porque si ellos estaban diciendo dinero del gobierno porque no querían que grabaran.
Eso es lo que pasó.
Exactly what we said.
Y ese
They
es el
didn't
problema
want
que hemos
us
tenido.
that this is the problem that we had.
Yeah, because they don't want people to know to pick it up.
Exactly. They don't want transparency. They don't want clarity. No quieren.
That's how they justify getting their money. That's how they justify getting paid from the elected officials, the elected officials, the nonprofits, the foundations.
But look, they used us. They used
Yeah.
us. So many promises. They promised repairs. They promised that they were going to pay us. They promised and yet what we have received, that we were going to be in charge in decision making and that we were going to be in charge of what was going to take place in the building.
So why do they allow this loud? It's really loud. So why do they allow Albert Scott and Deborah Ock to speak on behalf of you guys? That's why I never get like.
We don't know what he has done. That man, Juan Albert Scott, él está diciendo que está cogiendo decisiones Deborah Act. ¿Quiénes son ellos?
Sin consultarlo a nosotros.
Without consulting us.
Sin
Yeah.
consultarlo a nosotros no puede hacerlo. Y
Mhm.
ese
They
es un
cannot do that
fraude.
without.
Ese es un fraude.
That's fraud.
Yeah.
Porque
It is.
si yo me doy cuenta de que, que ellos están usando mi nombre,
If
yo
they,
le voy a
if
poner
they know
abogado.
that they're
Yo lo voy a
using my
demandar.
name, and I will sue them for doing that.
Yeah, that's the biggest culprit right there. The lady
Ella
with the
más
bun.
grande.
You scroll a little back. The lady with the bun, Deborah Ock. She's one of the biggest. She's the one they
Deborah
use to.
Esta que está aquí es la que quedó como
Santos,
presidenta
yeah.
del comité.
She, who?
Ana,
Deborah Ock. She was in the video.
Okay, hold on.
It's alright. It's okay.
Oh,
Ella.
her.
No, that's not. That's her or no?
No.
No,
No, you go. Let's go.
Ella es que?
es la que quedó como presidenta
Her, right there, right there.
President of the committee, and you have
del
Deborah
comité de la reunión.
Oh wow.
of the
That's,
meeting of the tenants.
Tiene a que supuestamente en la agenda que nosotros
In the
agendamos,
agenda.
ella iba a quedar
I was the one
Encargada.
supposed to be in charge.
yeah.
del edificio, pero como Hanna estuvo
But
llamando
because Hannah
personalmente a las
was
personas
calling
a
person
lavarle el cerebro,
to wash their brain,
nosotros no lo permitimos.
we didn't permit that.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
Entonces, ha empezado el problema.
That's how the problem
Porque no
started.
lo ha dejado
They
que
didn't make
nosotros
us
hagamos lo
to
que
take
realmente
decisions.
se tiene que hacer en el edificio.
What we need to do in the building.
Yeah, it's crazy. That is crazy.
Ahora ve por qué le digo que todo lo que ponen ahí es mentira.
Everything that they say is false.
Mm-hmm.
Y cuando ella se pone a hablar,
When they
le da
talk,
un nerviosismo.
they nervous.
Yeah, they know they are.
Y
They scared people picking it up.
Sí, no.
That's a prime example. Like the CLT is a little bit of a prime example. Like this CLT, what would they want? Your apartment, community land trust, is a prime example of what not to do. Like why this shit is a prime example of what not to do. A prime example, like why you shouldn't have CLTs at all. Because they gave the rights to the nonprofit. The nonprofit don't know what they're doing.
No saben lo que están haciendo.
They just taking money. They just taking money line their pockets up.
Del bolsillo.
Ajá, y si nosotros le pedimos auditoría,
If we ask for
Se
audit,
enojan.
every time
Que no
we
tenemos
ask,
derecho de-
that we
de
don't have no
preguntar eso.
rights to ask for audit.
They have a right to ask for audit.
Nosotros tenemos el derecho.
¿y dónde está el dinero entonces?
Where is the money? We're asking, where is the money?
Yeah, I'm asking that money. Where's the money? Where's the money? Y'all get all that money. What do you do with the money? Because the apartment looks like dirt. It looks bad. It's horrible. Like what do you do with the money?
You know what? I have to say that they're cleaning. Ellos están limpiando whenever they clean.
¿Cómo que están limpiando si el súper llega de 5 a 9?
The super gets from 5
By
to
9.
5 to 9.
By 9.
He's supposed to be there all day, from 5 o'clock in the morning, from 5 o'clock in the afternoon to 9 o'clock in the nighttime.
No. Todo el día estoy yo trabajando.
Wait, so he's there from 5 o'clock in the afternoon, like 5 p.m. to 9 p.m.
Hours. Yeah.
He's not even there in the daytime, nighttime, in the afternoon. That's not right. That's you
No
can't.
pasa ahí.
No,
Y otra cosa, nosotros no tenemos llave del basement.
we don't have keys to the basement.
Porque
No
nos
keys to-
prohíben todo. No. Nosotros no tenemos, nos prohíben todo.
They prohibit us from
Había un
everything.
candado con código y
Excluded
lo
us.
quitaron.
And they put a lock
Un candado con código
with codes
en la segunda puerta del
and
basement.
the second door of the basement.
Y lo quitaron
And they took it
para
off.
que no pudiéramos entrar.
But we don't go inside the basement.
That's crazy. That is really crazy.
Ahora por lo mismo tanto yo le digo que yo no les creo a ellos lo que
I don't
digan.
believe that. I don't trust them.
Porque en todas las reuniones lo
All the
mismo,
meetings,
lo mismo,
same
lo
thing.
mismo, lo mismo.
The same thing.
Yeah.
Y no hay,
There's no change coming.
no hay cambio.
There's no change. Yo sé que quiere decir.
Aunque sean claros.
We want transparency.
Yeah. So zero transparency.
To tell us the truth.
And this
And they
is
don't use us.
Esta es la otra de las reuniones de ellos.
This is another of the meetings.
Boris again and Hannah. That's crazy. So,
Now, question is, I don't know that, we don't know that, but we were asking, can they, how can they receive money? ¿Cómo ellos pueden recibir dinero? We have asked this so many times.
Imagino que solo nos ponen en una lista 248 y hasta ahí me imagino yo
Can you imagine that they only put
que con los que
48
estamos en las reuniones
and whoever is in the
la
meeting,
gente da la donación.
yeah.
they give donations.
Pero
Yeah. Because
nosotros no
it's a
nos
way.
dicen.
It's
But
a.
they put it our pictures. They put it our pictures. We have pictures when they were posting our pictures.
And they give it to
¿A
the.
dónde? Hold on, sorry.
Yeah, that's all right. And they give it to the donors or the prospective donors, and they get money like that.
With our pictures, la foto con nuestras las donaciones, los cuadros.
So while you look at that, I'm gonna show people something right now. So here it is. We're inside the Euclid Avenue station. Sorry about that. We're in the Euclid Avenue station. They just told me about that. I didn't even know that. I just need to walk out and say I just have tunnel vision, so I don't even notice. So basically, the MTA has partnered up with the East New York Community Land Trust and various other organizations at this newsstand, and they dedicated to show history of East New York, and it's like I'm gonna be transparent. I'm gonna tell you the truth, right? Look, nobody gets on the MTA billboards without their approval, and you have to be part of the nonprofit industrial complex. And this is what's going on here. So, happening here is that these people are going through a lot of hell with the East New York Community Land Trust with 248 Arlington, and they asked me to come out here and they show me this mural, which I'm really surprised at. This is my first time seeing this mural, so I have a big feeling that I believe this is Nurses District, or this is Nurses District. Yeah, we're back here again. That's him. That's the guy. Because my other phone got messed up. So yeah, I saw the video. But yeah, that's the guy. That Joseph. Never saw him. Never saw this guy in your life.
No.
That Joseph Brooklyn guy. That's what he called himself.
Conversations with us, no. We saw in the meetings. They saw him.
Yeah.
In the meetings. He never came to our building. He never came.
For the East New York Community Land Trust, we sat in those meetings. We gave you our landlord bill of bills. We allowed you to be our landlord. Without us, the East New York Community Land Trust would have never been our landlord. But it is the blood of
Sickening, yo. Yeah. Yeah, so. Oh, wait.
I want you.
What the hell is that?
It was shared with us. What does that mean?
He's a radical.
What does
What?
that mean?
Radical Cuba. He's a little communist. That's what he is. Some commie crap. Che Guevara was a communist that pushed communism in Cuba. And communism has completely destroyed a lot of communities in America and all over the world. Communism does not work. And that's what they want here. That's what they want here. That's crazy. So what else? Anything else or no? I want to see that apartment building. I want to see what you guys are going through. That's what I want to see.
What?
I want to see what you guys are going through in the front, like the doors, like that.
Okay, so oh, Maurice is here.
Perfect. There you go. Man of the hour.
Let me look for the deed.
All right, perfect. Hey, what's up, brother?
Hey, just the man I want to see.
Hey, what's up, man?
Yo, I'm just so proud of you, bro.
Thank you.
I've been watching you on social media. I'm just so proud of the work that you have done.
Yeah.
4248 Arlington Avenue. This has been a tremendous stress on us because we trusted the East New York Community Land Trust. They took our pictures. They raised over $1 million. We had a contract and we had an agreement with them. We have proof. We have video evidence, audio evidence. We have the contract. We have everything to prove that what we're saying is right. None of the residents feel safe. Every resident in that building is fed up. I do not have no faith in the East New York Community Land Trust. I have given them months, almost 2 years to fix this situation. They took credit for all of our hard work. I don't see 248 Arlington mentioned nowhere. I don't see it nowhere. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, 5 boroughs of New York City, Brooklyn. Where's 248? I see East New York in the Community Land Trust. I see it
Right down there. Right down. Deep in. Right there. Right there.
But where's 248? So today is a call to action. I'm calling upon the mayor of Brooklyn. I'm calling upon the people who work in the 5 boroughs in Manhattan to get involved with 248. Because we live a block away from the train station, 248 is a transit-oriented development project. I'm advocating for MTA and the city of Brooklyn to take over 248 because I believe that the Community Land Trust wants to knock the building down and build brand new apartments and then charge top dollar.
Market rate.
So them getting 248 was such a big grab because the residents, we gave them the 99-year ground lease. If it wasn't for the residents at
No. Yeah, so keep on going.
we, at 248 in the residents, we gave them a 99-year ground lease. With our help, the East New York Community Land Trust is able to own the land under 248 for the next 100 years. Because they have not kept their word on anything, we're holding them accountable today. They continue to take credit for our hard work. We demand compensation. They need to pay us. We gave them our landlord full of no's. We saved them over $100,000 on the sale of this building. We put in over 100 hours of work to get this building sold. They have not kept their word on anything. Nothing has been fixed. Nothing. The building is falling apart. We're having cracks. We're having leaks, water damage, mold. The door in the building has not been fixed. The East New York Community Land Trust has been the landlord for over a year. Family, I would never lie to you, 5 boroughs, Brooklyn, East New York. I would never lie to you. Nothing has changed. With over $1 million, why nothing has not been changed?
They receive funds, donations, stipends, and we demand, we ask, we send them emails, we send letters requesting what was the budget, and we get no answers. We get dismissed. They don't want to answer us. Where is the money to make the repairs?
So, what do you think? Like, I asked these people before about, like, I know you just came here about Joseph. He said that, like, he'd been there, like, the guy did the media for, like, East Community Board 5 and stuff like that.
The issue is that the East New York Community Land Trust is not telling the truth. They're not telling the truth about how we went to those meetings every Tuesday and every Thursday for over 4 months. They're not telling people about that contract and those agreements that we had between them. So they're lying. There's so many lies being told that they're trying to destroy the tenants' reputation. They tried to turn the tenants against each other.
Who? Like,
The East New York Community Land Trust, that whole organization has turned the residents against each other. Not me, not Sankari Maurice, not Kathy, not Patricia, not Gabrielle. It's the landlord that's turned everyone against each other. So I'm fighting for the residents to get unified. 80% of the residents in that building are on a government voucher.
Section 8.
But they have not told us how much money it's going to cost for us to own the apartment.
Yeah.
So how do you collect millions of dollars off of our name? You've been the landlord for over a year, and the residents still don't know how much money we're going to have to pay to actually own? We don't know. Every time we ask them this, they never answer the question or they change the subject.
And now they change the narrative, saying that it might take up to 10 years. It was never said to us that this was going to
Deborah said too. Boris Santos, who lied and used the used 248 Arlington to come up off a political campaign. They've been using woke talking points like buy back the block, black and brown. We never agreed to that.
Never.
We were strictly about 248, the residents, the repairs, and taking the money allocated and putting it directly into the building. We didn't care about none of that woke Democrat stuff. We begged them in the very beginning, do not do that. And everything that we have asked them to do, they have done the opposite of it. So when it comes to ownership, I don't have no faith in them.
yeah, because they say, because me and him had a conversation, some video about
I reached out to
ownership.
Sandy Nurse. I believe that Sandy Nurse is in on this.
Yes, she is.
Sandy Nurse, I'm giving you a chance to come clean, Sandy Nurse. Do not underestimate me. I know I got tattoos on my face, but baby, I'm begging you. Do not underestimate 248. If you do not do right by us, you're gonna lose everything, Sandy Nurse. We put so much hard work into the East New York Community Land Trust. We convinced them to meet our landlord. Without us, they would have never met the landlord. Over $3.5 million was raised, brother. Where did that money go?
And she's only listening to Albert Scott. It's like she's taking only Albert Scott's advice, and that's it.
He's a
Without,
liar. He's in on it. They're making money off of not fixing nothing. And they're trying to buy other properties in neighborhood. How are you going to buy other properties in the neighborhood and help other people and you have not even taken care of 248? Why is 248 name is nowhere near on this?
Nowhere around here.
They took credit for our hard work, brother. Do you not know I got rid of the gangs? Don't you know we had prostitution and drugs in the building? Don't you know we had gay men trying to turn our building into a gay hostel? Just all kind of dudes running in, out of our building. Homeless people sleeping in front of the building, in front of our doors, fights breaking out. They have not done nothing, brother. And that door, we specifically asked them to fix that door. With over $920,000 raised in donations, they used me and Kathy picture to get that donation money. Nothing has been fixed, my brother. I'm trying to figure this out.
Yeah.
So since I'm crazy, I'm giving the public opinion. Since I'm the crazy one, I'm asking the 5 boroughs. I'm asking Brooklyn. I'm asking East New York. Everybody, where did that money go? Why is the East New York Community Land Trust taking credit for our work?
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah. That is.
They recently, 2 days ago, they recently changed the name of their organization. We didn't agree to all of these different entities. They lied about everything. Brother, I also want you to record and let them know they've hired over 15 people without our consent. So you got the donation money, you market yourself as a non-for-profit, but you're really a private real estate development corporation that wants to take over the neighborhood, disguising yourself as a non-for-profit. So I'm saying that the East New York Community Land Trust is a scam.
It is.
This is a whole scam.
That's whose apartment? I gotta see that, Mas.
That happened in his apartment.
Oh my God. Look at this. That is disgusting.
Everything fell.
So the reason why we at the Euclid Avenue train station is because all you see is East New York Community Land Trust. That's all you see on this mural. You know how many times my life was in jeopardy getting rid of the gangs at 248? I had to get rid of homeless people out the building, people making threats against me. I have been through a lot of abuse with this landlord called the East New York Community Land Trust. Where's our recognition at for 248 Arlington? Nowhere.
And they can say, oh, look, they can say,
I don't see
some color
248
picture.
Arlington nowhere.
Nowhere. I see Arlington, but there's nothing here. Nothing. Let's go around more so they can say,
I don't see anything. Brooklyn, East New York. New York, where you at? Times Square. New York Magazine. I'm asking you guys, where's 248? Took credit for all of our hard work and decided that we don't get anything. They won't even tell us how much it costs to own our own apartment. It's been over a year. Why doesn't the residents know how much it's going to cost to own? They won't tell us anything. They believe that they're going to get away with this. Brother, they're not. I made a promise that they will not get away with this, brother.
They won't.
Because we trusted them, and they broke our trust.
They took advantage of us. They took advantage of us. Of the road way of everything that we did. You know how many nights we haven't slept? You know how many times they took garbage in his door on purpose? Okay, how they retaliate against us, how they ring our doorbells, how they knock, they put fear in our hearts. Fear in our hearts.
Oh.
Ana, en una corte.
I actually got up them that morning, but if I was there, I probably got kicked out too, because I would have gotten in their face too. I actually got in their face that same day, but I should have stayed because I was doing something else, but I should have stayed.
I never would have thought that a non-for-profit would do this.
Yeah.
I trusted them, bro, and I don't trust people like that.
Yeah.
So they lied and said whatever they had to say to get what they want. Now they got what they want, they basically say fuck 248 Arlington Avenue. And since y'all feel that way, y'all gonna regret trying to take advantage of us.
Yeah, that's Hannah, right? That's Hannah.
She's the liar. Hannah, she lies about so much, brother.
Yeah.
If you don't record nothing else today, record Anna Ashe.
Yeah.
How she's lied about everything. We didn't agree to her being a director for the property of 248 Arlington Avenue.
Nobody.
Nobody. Lied.
This guy, he used to come every day to my door. Every day. Okay?
So what I want to do now is I want to go to the apartment myself. Let's go to the. How far is it from here?
248?
Yeah. How far is it?
It's not far. We could just take the train to Shepherd and just walk 3 blocks up.
Let's do that. Cause I want to see it live myself.
Let's go to Shepherd.
Let's go. All right, let's go. We're going.
We're going to Shepherd train station.
Hold on, right there.
No, Shepherd. What is this? Manhattan? This is Manhattan.
We just go one station off.
Right there. Take. Let's go on the C train.
Yeah, boss, we about to get on that C train.
Come on, guys, before we miss it. So I'm keeping my camera on because we're going. This is a trip we're going to take. We're going to take a crazy trip. This is the C train, Euclid Avenue, and yeah, this is 614 right now, and this is no cuts here. This is no edits at all. This is sad shit.
Family, I would never lie to you. East New York, Brooklyn, 5 boroughs of New York. I love y'all. I care about y'all. We all fighting for the same thing, but I would never lie to you.
What happened? Wait, we're going.
Where are we going?
We're going. We're
Going
going
to
to.
248.
Oh,
But we're going to Shepherd train station and walk across. Oh, she said she got the car.
Okay, cool. Let me turn it off. Perfect. We're going to 240 Arlington. Thank you. We'll cut it off right now. All right. Yeah.